vibrations, and so are you. And boy, oh boy, have we had some crazy energy here to talk about it and much more. Is oh man, I love Josie. You guys have seen her come on a couple times before. I know you can go back and see some of the earlier shows that we've had. She has a channel, Fifth Essentials LLC. I have linked her channel in the description as well as the title of this video in YouTube. So please, I encourage you. She also has a link tree that's connected to that shows you a link to get to her Patreon. She does some really cool stuff. Josie's always popping up. She's always busy, got stuff being reported, having meetings and gatherings. So I just always love having her come on and like just kind of see what kind of energy she's feeling. So Josie, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, love. Yeah, the last 2 days, I was like in spiritual ICU. Like I was in bed. Okay. Today's my first day actually feeling like I have some kind of energy to work with and my body's not trying to fall apart on me. So I'm very happy to be functional today.
Okay. Yeah, kind of functional. I mean, I don't know if I would use that word. That's kind of a big word.
I don't really, my will, my solar plexus, I really honed in on that one because I knew that today was a work day.
Yeah.
My work is very physical. And most of the time, it's grown men that are taller than me that I have to stretch and move around while they're fully relaxed. And you know that limbs are heavy when they're fully relaxed. So it's a full body thing that I'm going into after this live. And what gets me through is setting my intentions for the day, really running that energy, that universal life force energy, and like living in it and walking with it and operating from it, I don't have a choice because some of these people are way bigger than me. And I'm having to stretch them and do all kinds of things to make them feel better. So it's a sport.
It's a contact sport.
Yes. So yeah, that's mentally for me, I'm one of those people, if I know what I'm doing at least 24 hours in advance, I can get right for it. I can, because I'm a sacral generator. So if I have a clue, it doesn't have to be perfect. If I have a clue, I can literally reserve energy for that thing, especially if it's something I want to do, Yeah. So yeah, we're here.
Yeah. I find it really interesting. As you were talking, I was like, wait a minute. I just realized how many, I never put it together, how many energy workers I know that are massage therapists, like, or acupuncture or both. Like lots of times there's like a lot of modalities. You have services that you offer to others too. Like what area are you in? Like if someone wanted to go to you.
So I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
The Jackson.
Yeah, I'm licensed in Florida, so I can see anybody in Florida. But if I travel anywhere else, the only thing I can't do is like advertise for myself or my company. Like if you were to have a birthday party or family reunion in Colorado, I could go visit and be a part of that event and do massage for y'all legally. I just can't be there advertising and having a business there without being licensed in that state.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's kind of cool to know that. That's neat. Well, like I do feel like that there's going to be a window of time in the near future where a lot of us are going to be almost migratory. Like we're going to be kind of like more gypsy lifestyle.
Everybody's going to be on some Marco Polo energy because there is going to be a lot of movement. They're going to be like, hold up, I thought you were there. Now you're here. What are you talking about? Because there's so many opportunities in these creation energies, and that's what I've been calling them lately, is creation energies, because there's darkness and there's chaos, and that literally is where you create from. When you're trying to create something from nothing, there's darkness and chaos. You're not taking something that's already there. Like, you're literally making it from scratch and making it yourself right now, really showing yourself what you're capable of. And it's a very deep dig, and it's like, how bad do you want this? Do you even want this anymore? It's making you focus only on what is most important to your benefit in the now, you know.
Yeah.
That part.
It's all this weird artist energy coming in. I've been noticing, like, she's like that one that, because, like the story of Artemis, long story short, she's Apollo's twin sister. She's been associated with the moon for a long time, but she's connecting herself now to Mars, which I find super fascinating. I wouldn't say this live for a long time because it's just like a private, my cosmic spirit conversations that I have, but and observations, and some other people have observed it, and I'm like, I'm not the only one thinking that, but it's a big statement because you're saying that Aries is now the god of war is now Artemis. And what is Artemis? She's this she's the one that is like the speaker of the empowered sovereign soul. The symbol of it has been spinsters or unwidowed or unmarried wives or unmarried women, excuse me. And also like the huntress, the one that went into the forest. But everything about her says, I'm going to show you how to say no and stand in that no. I'm going to show you how to lovingly set boundaries and mean it. Like, I'm also going to be the voice for those that can't speak loud enough among a sea of voices, and that energy that's coming in right now, it's really inspiring some kind of spiritual re-evolution.
Yes, very much so. I had a couple of posts in my Patreon because that's kind of where I live. I direct everybody to Patreon. That's where all of the action is actually happening. But I just mentioned how, how we say, oh, you're empathic, like if it's a singular ability. Oh, right. You're an empath. You're an empath. Everybody has everything going on. It's just about whether it's online and functioning. And right now, for the collective, it's pointless even giving it a title. We can feel and hear each other on a level that we've never been able to feel and hear each other before. And it takes a lot of mental focus to understand that, okay, yeah, I feel this, but it doesn't belong to me. And I need to focus right now and direct that emotional energy, the fuel, right, to your manifestation toward what I'm trying to create.
Yeah.
Because it's strong. It got really strong.
Right. And it goes exactly along with Cosmic Detective's comment here. She said the normies be like, and the energy splash too, but they don't know why. It's making me anxious. Feeling that.
Yes. The 2 days that I was down, what I understood was, as a collective, we were going through some kind of, and I can't even call it, I wish I could, because that would be easy. I can't call it an upgrade, but what I can call it is a transformation. Something was changing with our solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. All of the lower chakras just went through something to where they're no longer what we understand to be an energy center or a chakra at all. Like, there's something else now. It's different, and there's some functionalities that you're going to have to kind of learn as you go, because those energy centers are not the same anymore. I don't know all the details as to what happened, but it was definitely a change for sure.
It happened a week ago yesterday. So 8 days ago is when I noticed it.
Nice.
There's an echo on your side all of a sudden. So I don't know if you know. Is
it?
It just picked up. It's all good. Oh, now it's louder.
I wonder what, well, the things have been happening.
it's Mercury retrograde right now. Like not
Because
only
I have
that.
nothing else on. There's
Yeah,
nothing else.
that was the weirdest thing.
But yes, I have definitely felt that anxiety energy. I have felt that out of body energy. I have felt my body was going to fall apart. I have felt all of the emotional energy and the up and down appetite, all of the things. I was hot and then now I'm cold, and just a plethora
Yeah,
of the attention symptoms.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah, been there.
Oh, and then we had so there was a shift in the reality. Basically, it was a shift enough that things changed color when I woke up. Things were the wrong colors. Okay.
Ah,
It's full on happened. I had things that are gone. Nobody has any way of coming in here. I was here. I don't really go a lot very far from here on a typical day, like this is where I work. But all kinds of things, and it wasn't just me. And this was Tuesday before last that we were talking about it, so it was either Monday or Tuesday last week. And when that shift happened, all of a sudden and that song, you know how Archangel Sandalphon channels through you like with music, and it's like just part of the song until you do something about it. Well, it was a whole new world, don't you dare open your eyes. A whole new world, don't you dare open your eyes, or close your eyes, excuse me.
yeah, yeah.
But it was over and over and over and over and over again. It was like a whole new world. Anyway, and then since then, just like you said, those 3 chakras, something changed. I do channeled meditations twice a week with groups, and that's really where I get most of my intel, honestly, is because we're working with the group and it's meant for others to share later on. And it's all been emphasized on this area. The heart has been really focused on as well. So there's a lot of shifting of the heart. Have you been noticing that heart stuff, by the way?
Yeah, the palpitations, and for some people, these things are really extreme. And, as usual, the disclaimer is I don't give medical advice. This is not medical advice. Always, if you are experiencing something like super intense, go see your doctor, get that ruled out first before you start, it's just ascension symptoms. Because yes, everything starts in energy. However, once it manifests in the physical, sometimes you need reinforcement and assistance. Okay. It got really intense for me personally, and I'm not going to go into too many details, but it's part of the reason why I was down for a couple of days. And I'm segueing into the whole situation where it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, because the pressure and the action was in these lower chakras. So a lot of people were having hormonal imbalances because they were having pregnancy symptoms. Okay, you were getting cramps, all kinds of things going on, as if you were, nurturing life. And for me personally, I recall my dreams often. Okay, I'm the type of person that remembers my dreams every morning when I wake up. But this one, I ain't gonna never forget it. I'm never gonna forget it, because there was physical evidence, kind of like if you have a sleep paralysis and then you end up with a scratch on you and you're like, yo,
Right.
it was very real like that. I had a very real dream where I gave birth in the dream. Okay. And then woke up, because I've had 4 children. I know what it feels like, that empty feeling after you push a child out.
Yeah.
And I literally felt like I gave birth. Okay. And that has never happened before. And I was shook. Okay. I was like, look, we can't have this happen again. I'm just, that was too much for me to be expressing. Maybe something that's happening in, 5th dimensional Terra, maybe something that's happening in a parallel universe. Either way it go, I don't want that experience again. It was too real, and I had to recover from it. And I know I'm not the only one having these very real experiences. You
Yeah.
see what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. In fact, I went through that like in 2020 that happened to me. But the right before all those experiences occurred, I actually didn't realize even later that that was really real. I knew it was a profound dream, but
Mm-hmm.
three beings, three ETs were in my room. And it woke me up, and then it woke me up again. But then had this sleep paralysis stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
uh, about 3 months later, I still wasn't having my period, but I hadn't had sex for so long. I was like, there's no sense. I remember researching dormant sperm, like asking.
Like, how is it? Because it's that real. It is,
Mhm.
y'all. Look, this is why we're here, and this is why we have the communities, and we're brave enough to go out and meet other people who are having similar experiences and know what we're talking about. Because I don't know what we would do without each other during these times, because these things are so very real and physical, and it's happening. You
Yeah.
know, and you could go, it's a thin line between, oh, it's ascension symptoms and you're in psychosis, to where you're stuck in a whole nother plane and you can't even find your way back because it got that intense and you didn't have any tools or community.
Mhm.
You see,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so what you're doing, being here and interacting with us and being in the Telegram group and things like that, that's like a more of a big deal than you realize.
Yeah. I mean, like, if y'all weren't there, like, there wouldn't be no community at all. Like, it wouldn't
Mhm.
exist, like, and it's so amazing, isn't it? The kind of people
Mhm.
that gather around us. I love it. I mean, what I mean is, I'm observing y'all. You're amazing people. Like, your energy's
Mhm.
awesome. I like being around you. I'm getting teary, and
Oh.
that's why, though, I do this. That's the only 222 right now. That's why I do this. I know, is because I had that moment too. That moment of I'm not alone. Whoa.
Yeah.
The reason I chose even the name Higher Vibrations, I was still like indoctrinated enough that I was like worried someone would know that I was commenting on YouTube. And so I changed my name to what, ended up being who I am in this YouTube channel. But
Mhm.
that's why we're here, to show you you're not alone
Yep.
and you're not crazy, and that there's a reason for what you're experiencing. And actually, it's a beautiful thing, even if it's growing pains, it's beautiful.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely beautiful. One thing, like in my own personal life, I know how to make something out of nothing. And I know how to take something that's mangled and jacked up and turn it into something completely new, to where there's no evidence of what it was before. And I feel like what we're doing right now is doing that with our physical being.
Yeah. Yeah.
It there is a change that is definitely different. I don't even like speaking about anything outside of myself. It feels uncomfortable. Everything is within me. My whole team, the whole universe is within me. And I figured out that yes, our throat chakra is very important and the way we speak is very important. However, a lot of the work and the expression that's happening right now is an embodiment, and this it's kind of like a pulse leaving you. You just literally, you have the thought, you feel what you need to feel, and you just kind of make the declaration or acknowledge that this is happening, and it all happens in a split second. I think I had told someone, I said, we have under we've comprehended being as something that you do. Being is not something that you do, it's naturally occurring, it's already happening. Everything is awareness. So if you're aware that the light is on, then it already automatically tells you I can see. And there are certain things you can do in a room when you can see compared to when you can't see. So
Right.
it's just automatic. I feel like that's what we're coming into, that whole the the processing that the old brain did is just not happening. Everything's kind of like that galactic telepathy thing where you get 2 seconds of info and then it's like a zip file.
Yeah. And I don't know how to open those freaking things.
So yeah, it's a different way of functioning and expressing, but
Yeah.
it's so powerful at the same time because I feel like it kind of eliminates any room or time for guilt, regret,
Yeah.
overthinking. It just, at some point the collective said no more.
Yeah.
Let's just create, let's just be in our power, let's just love, and let's just do this because it's natural and it's already happening. We just need to pay attention to the things that benefit us, and that's it. It a simplification has happened.
Yeah. Yeah. And as this, it's going to get easier and easier too, is what I get from it. Like it's exciting. It's not exciting for people who don't know what's going on. Sure. And we feel
Yeah.
And then,
they can definitely be struggling right now.
Right. It's worth noting a couple of things that have been happening. We just got such a massive sunspot that's going to be Earth direct just in time for Lionsgate, by the way. It's such an enormous and weird sunspot that it's sending shockwaves around the sun, vibrating the sun and changing the very frequency of the sun. And this just turned into our view. And just after that happened, the Schumann spiked. An hour later, this massive 8.8 earthquake in Russia. We got all these tsunami warnings all over the place. It's crazy. But and this is just kind of like, a show of what kind of energy that sun has. Now, if it's doing all of those things to our other measurements of energy, give yourself a damn break.
That part. Please calm down. It is, it may feel that serious, but it's really not that serious. It's not. And that realization of it being not that serious is so liberating, and just, it calms you down and you're like, I'm okay. Everything's going to be okay. No matter what happens, I'm good. And that's where you want to recalibrate yourself back to every time you start to get spin out of control.
Yeah.
Put it like that. When you get triggered and you want to spin out of control, the instruments that we use to measure these events are kind of useless right now. And it's not a coincidence that the government and military all of a sudden limited our access to some of these instruments randomly out of nowhere, right? But what I can tell you is that everything from this point on is literally evidence of what you've intended and what you want to be.
Yeah.
So every time there's an earthquake, every time there's anything that happens, just know it's confirmation that you are doing something, even if you don't think you're doing something, because we're all like really putting in energy into this higher vibrational life and world. So it's definitely happening. It's just that we don't get to analyze all the ins and outs of everything and control everything about it,
Yeah. Well, they started to edit the Schumann after it spiked to 800. Yeah, I've been watching it.
You see it in my face. I'm like, look, I'm not even gonna go there with this. I'm not even gonna go there. So yeah, I don't obsessively watch the Schumann. Sometimes I'll post when I feel the energy very strongly, for, like you said, the people who are not aware. Hey, here's your little physical flashcard. This is probably why you know, busted the windows out their car, you know. Just because any and everything is
hinges and broke the wall.
You know, it's just a little reminder, hey, you know, this is you're because a lot of people, again, that programming of guilt, regret, that programming of anxiety and fear and control it's really tough for the unaware right now.
Yeah.
Everything's being threatened, and we got a lot of Cancer energy going on. So there's this really big need for safety and security. So yeah, it's a easy threat right now to anybody's safety and security.
Yeah. And it initiates that survival fight or flight mechanism for people in the unknowing space of it, you know. And so it's good to know also, though, that a lot of these fluxes of energy, whether or not you can measure them, because I agree with you, it was really a nice thing to have validate, like something happening, like earthquakes and volcanoes and so on and so forth. But it's like now I look for it to show someone else to validate them, because I just as you said, like I noticed that shift.
Yeah.
But like, so, you know, as these particular fluxes of energy are coming in right now, we're in the Lionsgate window already. That started on the 26th,
yes,
27th, 26th. Yeah, and it goes till the 12th, you know, and there's a lot of stuff that's actually happening on the 12th. But let's talk about right now. Tomorrow is a Mercury Kazemi. And yeah.
I was like, no, yeah. That conversation with Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune, particularly, because that's been my focal point. You know, I don't even remember who it was, but somebody keeps reminding me, oh, well, Pluto's retrograde, yes, but that's not my focus, because Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune are like a gang of bullies right now, inside of a house of mirrors that you just happen to go to high school in.
Innocent bystander style.
And I'm not saying that, you know, they have a personality and they're intentionally doing no, but if you don't know where to look in this house of mirrors, and if you can't handle your business and get to class, they're going to catch you in that hallway, and the most is going to happen, okay?
Duct tape to the lockers.
I'm telling you, it's like being caught slipping. So yeah, that's been my focus is those three energies because of that double T square. I did a Vedic astrology post about that, but I have to take breaks from even looking at anything. The stars, because it's a lot. There's something to talk about every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much going on with Mercury right now too. Did you notice how many things about Mercury this month are happening while we're in retrograde of Mercury?
We've been benefiting, though.
Yeah, we have.
It's not the same as it's been. And again, you've got to be like worse than a car salesman that needs to pay the rent or they're going to be evicted. Like with this energy, you've got to be like go that hard with your optimism. And you've got to go that hard with your willpower, because there's benefits. Saturn is dishing out the awards, you know, for your hard work. And Mercury is literally connecting you with the information and the people that you need to be connected with. But if you are not aware, and if you have this fear because, retrograde, you know, there's this program fear about retrogrades now. Saturn is actually not as constricting when it's retrograde as it usually is when it's going forward. So even though there's this huge reality check, there's also that grace of being able to handle your business. Okay, you see that it's a shit show. Let's get to fixing it now. Right. And the steps are there. There's instructions. You're not totally lost. You know?
Yeah, just read the instructions.
Yeah. That part. That part. I don't know where they are. Where did you put them? Because Neptune's hiding them.
Right.
And that's why you got to use your intuition, like one of those Instagram posts where they say, okay, this is an intuition test. What's the object behind the cup? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how everything is going down. I do want to say something before we go any further. On the peak of the Lionsgate, on the 8th of August, I am having an event. It's a Zoom, but the link for it is in my Patreon. I'm telling you, I've been dropping whole concepts, so y'all just bear with me with these But there's an event. There's a Lionsgate event that I'm hosting, and the link is in my Patreon. It's a Patreon post in the general collection. So if anybody wants to join, it's free. There's somewhere where you can donate if you want to. But I wanted to put that out there for those of you who are either already in my Patreon or the ones who still need to go over there. Membership is free in my Patreon. You get access to a lot of stuff there, okay? But I am having that Lionsgate event. We're going to be tapping into 0 point energy, connecting to the quantum, positioning ourselves for success, moving forward and backward and in the now. Because quantum, right? Yeah. So we're going to be doing some really out of body type work, and I'm super excited about that. And
when is that? What time?
Yeah. 8. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
All right. Awesome.
Yes. It says 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, that's happening. I'm going to introduce our surprise. Ooh. We have a surprise. It's a lovely energy. It's very expansive and creative. And when I say it, I'm talking about a person, y'all. Just bear with me, because I'm like literally off the top of my head with this, trying to introduce this person. But I absolutely love her. Some of y'all might have seen her around, whenever I could drag her, because that's what I do. I try to get her out there in front of people. It's like when you were little and your parents say, do that dance. Yeah, that's me when it comes to her. She tolerates me, right? But I've gotten energy work done by her. It's absolutely amazing. She does work with crystals, and specifically Andara crystals. Again, there's that 0 point energy. She's based in Canada. Ooh. And I want to go ahead and bring her on here so that we can continue this conversation with her. Right. Her name is Shashu. Her Instagram is Shash Universe, because that's where you're going to get the bulk of what she's got going on in real time is Instagram. Shash Universe, SHASH Universe. That's how you spell that. But yes, she is my divine SiStar, and I want to go ahead and bring her on so she can be introduced.
Surprise everybody. I didn't tell
Hello, love.
Hi. Hello. What an introduction.
I know, I tried. I was trying to be creative, and I was like, girl, shut up.
Like, I'm over here going, oh, thanks. It's nice to be here. And I've been here from the beginning watching the chat, and I wholeheartedly agree with everyone. I'm experiencing the same things. I'm seeing the unaware, like you said, going, man, I really couldn't sleep. I'm like, helping them ease through. And like you, I sometimes give them the tools, what they can handle. I'm not trying to yell from a rooftop and, hey, wake up from a rooftop. It's not easy right now. It's not easy right now. But I want to thank you for having me today.
Well, thank you for coming. It was a fun surprise. Josie asked me, and I was like, "Yeah, bring her on. You can." And if you ever want to come on the show and be the guest for this show, let me know.
Oh, I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, I'd love to. I love this group. I've tuned in before, not only when Josie's on, but when you've hosted over the years, and it's a really great group. I'm like, how? I don't want to ask how. But I should say, I love the fact that you haven't been infiltrated by anything negative in this chat. It's always a great group.
It's right.
You know how some of them, you're like, well, I can't be there anymore.
Yeah.
This one is not like that.
I very much embody the Artemis energy, and I'm happy to tell people to F off. You know what? A spiritual person doesn't mean that you're going to step on my toes. You know what I mean? So I block people. I'm all right with blocking people. Yeah. I'm sorry. If people say that's not spiritual, no. I am conserving my container. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, boundaries are that protection. You're like, we're not dealing with this today. Snatch. I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks again for the introduction. I do work with Andaras. I'm surrounded all the time by Andaras. It's what I stumbled upon first. So I'm an ass backwards kind of person. I'm like, we're jumping in. And I noticed that once we were in that class, this is way before Skype. This is way before Zoom. We did it over the phone. And everyone in there was a Reiki practitioner. And then my mom became one. And so I was like, let me see. Because her favorite word is MFer. So I was like, what? Tell me more. What'd you say? So I jumped straight into classes, Capricorn Rising and Western Tropical. So, I was like, when's the next one? And then by 2017, I had become a Usui Reiki master teacher. And I started teaching during COVID when I realized, okay, let's have monthly group Reiki. Group Reiki has been awesome for me. And I've been asked to do that since the beginning of my time with energy work. And then I moved to, and I incorporate this with my practice, is second energy, which is quite powerful. And it's a predecessor of Reiki.
Okay.
And it's very powerful. It works with Sekhmet and Kuan Yin kind of energy.
That's what she did to me.
Very Lemurian. Yeah. Sekhmet comes in, identifies it, rips it out. Kuan Yin brings love and compassion in. I tell people it's very much like a really giant grounding you and rocks you back and forth. She hates your makeup. She's giving you some money. Okay, now we're done. Okay. It's very supportive. There's the stages that the body goes through and the person goes through. It helped make me a better facilitator and helped me make a whole bigger space, if that makes sense. But
awesome. Yeah,
it's really helped during these times. I've tuned into Josie. I'm on Patreon as well, but I just moved houses. I've been like, it's going to take me a month to come back to Patreon. But in August, I'm teaching Reiki again in person in Toronto. And I'm happy to get back to it. Love when people remember what they already know. Reiki, very much that. And it's very much like, the students are always like, oh, you too? And I'm like, your people are here.
Yeah.
And if you felt like this is not the spot, we're all freaks. We all have dreams. We're all empathic. We all were those kids next to our mom.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it feels good to get back to teaching. Josie's got me back teaching online as well. And we did, was it last month or the month before, energetic protection and psychic defense? That was really fun.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that workshop. It was awesome.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
I have these on Patreon. And chakras, we really did a deeper dive into chakras for our own self practice. If we don't practice on, just expand and embody. You know, I really others instead of you have to come to me. No, you can do this. You know. Yeah.
I do want to address the whole. First of all, I was calling them mandalas. They're not mandalas. The mala beads. I wanted to bring that up because I happen to be, a rogue. I'm going to call myself a rogue Hare Krishna, and I have a beautiful mala necklace coming. I don't know why I keep saying. Well, we know why. And
this is hers.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh yes, because y'all know I got my lapis on all the time, and when I saw the crystals that she used, I said, "Oh, I want all of that." So when I do my japa, I'm gonna use this one instead of just the regular Tulsi. So yeah. What is that one again? I think it's lapis sodalite.
Sodalite, lapis, and blue jasper.
Yes. I'm excited.
Blue jasper. I don't know blue jasper.
Yeah, it's really cool. It looks a lot like sodalite.
Oh no, I do. Yeah. I don't know names. I'm one of those people. I just go, I like the blue one.
Same.
Yeah.
And then I read about, oh, that's why I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to pump something because Trucy told me to.
Around forever, and I always forget what it's called. I'm sorry.
That?
There's a delay, and I couldn't.
Is that moldavite?
I think it's no. I don't know what it is.
No, because if it was, it would be too lit. Hold on a second. Yeah, what are we looking at?
It's a
somebody help us.
It was at a stone, like one of those like a traveling, fair kind of thing.
I'm seeing some like iridescence, like it's green labradorite.
Yeah. Is it green labradorite?
It looks like labradorite, but it has other qualities to it. So I'm uncertain to
it could be
that call,
It could be
the roughness of it. I don't want to make it soft and smooth. I like it like the chunk.
I just want to say this is some of my Reiki classes are by level 2 and level 3. And everyone brings their rocks and we're like, look what I got. Check this one out. You want to feel? Like we've got, and I'm like in the email, please bring a wagon full of crystals. Because you'll be distraught.
Okay, I got to do one more. I pulled this off the ground here. I live next to I'm here in like Arkansas where we have all the crystal mines and
yes.
And like, look at that big old thing.
It's beautiful.
It still has the dirt on it. It's like sand. I didn't want to take it off. I like it the way it is.
Yeah, no, leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it. Yeah, if mine come with iron
awesome.
or anything, I'm leaving it. I like to have, because I haven't traveled much as well. So someone brought me stones from Kenya. I was like, leave it. That's Wakanda. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So you're like, what you described and the type of Reiki that you do, is that done? Sorry, can I do this? Can I interview you? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so like, Can you do that remotely, or can you only do it for people in your local Toronto area?
Definitely. Remote is just as powerful. Just as powerful. And what's cool is I integrate the Andara into my practice. So this is an electric blue Andara. And the healing happens when you gaze on them. If you're wearing one, you're affecting people up to 10 feet. But I should say, I can give Andara activations in the now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so I tend to integrate my practice. So Andara, Sechem, Reiki, basically, is what I do.
Okay.
Sechem, I don't recommend for people who may, who are on antipsychotics, though, because you will see things. So I can sound healing, maybe hold these crystals, just because we want balance in someone like that,
Right.
Yeah.
And I understand that. Like, I actually have a sister who both sees those who have passed and those things that may not be there.
Right.
And it's really complicated, to have that.
Time to discern what's here, what's not. And, I've been dealing with time issues. Everyone's talking about physical. Yeah. I'm like, is that today? Is that next week? Is that
the last of the end of July right now? Can you believe it? July just started like yesterday.
This is a month since we moved in, and we're all like, really? Because we're still unpacking. Right? Like, how did we get here? Right. Yeah. July is I'm glad it went fast, though. It's been a lot of shedding. Like this year of the snake has been a lot of shedding the skin. And in my house, we have 9 snakes. And so I get to witness that. I'd rather witness it than experience it.
Right.
But the last month has been like, we're not doing it like that. Oh, we're not doing it the old way. Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I do.
It can, I find because an actual move to another neighborhood can feel like a Stargate. Like you walk through a time portal. These people seem like NPCs in a video game, and then you see an old neighbor from 20 years ago in your local grocery store, and you're like, what? You're like, that's been going on to move too. So it's like contracted it, and some crazy stuff has been going on. I've just been telling Josie, going, girl. She's like, I'm in bed.
Yeah.
I'm over here being dragged while she's saying, girl, and I'm like, hey, I'm on, in spiritual ICU right now,
Yeah, I've been making sure that my energy work, my self-practice is up.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing a 15-minute anything. Close my door to it. And, helping my own self-practice expand, addressing fears, I can because I'm here, and it's July. All things retrograde. Come on. And Hazimi, I'm like, great. Great.
Right. Well, it's funny that you brought up time at all, actually, because, well, of course, what I've been calling it time slippage. That's the word I've given that ascension symptom. But like, what's fascinating though is that Saturn, Mercury, and Neptune is what's got brought up, right?
Yeah.
Well, what is Saturn? Chronos, time.
Yeah.
What is Neptune? Poseidon, water.
Right. That's right.
What is Mercury? He's Thoth, Enki.
Yeah.
Hermes.
Hermes as well is Mercury. Yeah. So I've been working with like Hermes herbs and, working with trickster energy. It made me look up different deities that are mischievous, and how can I pivot and be the fool in the tarot, instead of the old ways with Pluto and Capricorn, I'm just like, well, it's Pluto and Aquarius. It could be anything. Like,
yep.
Yeah, it's funny you said that. Thanks for that. I'm like,
Yeah.
Working with the trickster energy, it doesn't feel like Mercury retrograde is so painful. I'm just like, of course I have those details again. Of course I need to re-download that. Of course.
Yes.
I need to check if that email like it's been that
Yes.
time. Yeah.
Exactly. Just don't hook up with your ex and you're fine.
Right.
Exactly.
I've looked at that part.
So many memes and stuff about that for Mercury retrograde. It's like, that's just what happens. I've never done it, I don't think, but it's really common.
Yeah.
I think they're getting smart too. They're trying to wait until it goes direct to reach out to you.
Yeah. Like the guys that intentionally text women, no matter who they are, at 11:11, like try to trigger the synchronicity. There's people who do that. I've heard those conversations.
Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Wow. Look at Shashu's face. Like, really?
I've been married for years, so it's not with that. I just retired from hair 9 months ago, and I was doing it for 31 years. And in Toronto, Caravan is coming. So people are like, hey, are you still retired? And I'm like, yes. Your stuff? Yes. I see what you're up to. Yes. No. Now, I am available for distance. Anything you need, but not that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the people that are coming back. Hey. And you're like, nope. How was your mother? Wonderful. Not here. Yeah.
That's
yep.
And that's amazing. I think that it's really an amazing time for us to be here for. I'm really super excited to be here. There was a time in my life that I did everything I could to not have to be here. And I am very glad that I was unsuccessful, but here we are. This is what we got ready for. This is what we came for. So knowing that, what are we going to do about it is my opinion. And, Shashu, your website was mentioned earlier. If in a second, if you wouldn't mind repeating it, because you also you sell crystals, or like, what is it?
Sorry,
what was the other? I thought that do you sell jewelry?
I do. I make and sell jewelry. This is an Andara.
I don't think you went into that very much. I learned we give the opportunity, so I'm going to make you big.
They do a lot. So I mala. We were talking. I just showed you, and then I make Andara pendants. And I wrap the wire. This is sterling silver. I made the chain, and you can get that on my site, as well as book distance Reiki with. I make earrings. I've been making wire jewelry for, I'm going to say 13, 14 years now. It's quite meditative for me, and I tend to make power pieces for healers, support pieces for people. Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing that. I've got a wall full of pieces right now. This one is purple jasper. It's really pretty.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, did we see it?
Oh, sorry, I thought you did.
It was moving, but
purple jasper.
Your camera's delaying a bit.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'll stay here.
Oh yeah, we got a better image of it now. Oh, look at that.
But this lavender one is purple jasper as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that one looks real powerful. Yeah. Make me want to wrap my head in some white, get ceremonial.
Yeah, it's
real quick.
Lavender. And I made sure there's brass beads from Ghana. I wanted to expand and keep that in my practice. But yeah,
awesome.
I things as well. That's how I keep myself busy and creative, especially in this
earring again
energy.
Sorry. It's just that there you go. And to stay still for a minute because your camera's wow.
Citrine.
It did it.
Is it lag?
I think you guys got There we go. Yeah. Perfect. Right there. Stay there. Awesome. Beautiful.
Don't move.
Yeah.
Like you get an X-ray.
No, I wanted to say Andara pendants are available custom. So this has a chokeray on the bottom for Reiki. And this is an indigo shaman Andara, which helps us clean the realms of the astral, the physical, the ethereal. And I wear this one all the time. I also wear a brown shaman Andara. I'm going to wrap is a celestial aqua. I don't know if you can see how aqua that is. Really helps with the thymus and throat chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And activates. It helps give you courage. Helps anchor in these energies. So cool that we see these ongoing. Yeah. I love to integrate the things in the Andaras, especially when I'm practicing Reiki and I have you on the table on the human grid. I have a Melchizedek Andara, which is an opaque white cosmic key.
Oh wow!
Which is jet black and opaque. Akasha, which goes on the third eye, and it's like the mind vacuum for the overthinker.
I like that mind vacuum.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. And the other one is Seafoam Elder. So it has bubbles. And Elder, when you're dealing with Andaras, has bubbles in it. So it's an obsidian with quartz and then mana. So their Andaras are mine near diamond mines. And so they have ormus. They're made of ormus. And so they're very high vibrational. It's very interesting to go to like a crystal expo or something and someone goes, I can feel that from here. And you're like, they're and of course, Philosopher's Stone. Here's a solar fire. I don't know if you can see how orange that is on the top.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And right, and this is very activating, of course. With Andaras, what's cool is just because it's that color doesn't mean it directly correlates with that chakra.
Yeah.
And of course, this is Saint Germain because it's a lavender. Beautiful. Right? I know. Sure, I'll take it. And this one works with 3 different chakras, 12, 9, and 7.
Wow. That is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I love this. This is a fun game. Sorry, what?
It's like showing.
Yeah, it is. I feel like, when grandma comes over and she has all of your toys on her lap, that kind of.
Grandma, my Gammy did that. My Gammy did that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
As an art teacher,
okay,
so
I'm
just for that.
Pardon me. There's a delay. I'm going to make you exercise again.
Yeah.
There's a delay, so I keep talking over you, and that's not on purpose. I apologize.
It doesn't come across as that.
Okay.
It doesn't come across
What I love about the Andaras is that you can, when she puts them up to the camera, like you can feel the energy coming off of them. And on Instagram, I think it's on Instagram, where you do the Andara grids. Oh, you can feel the energy coming off of those.
Awesome.
Yeah. And before I email people about how, like, what you might be experiencing from this grid, Josie's the first person, and then there's my mother, and people like, why am I thirsty? Why am I warm? Like, it's working. They're working. I like to do group sessions with Andaras. We do retreats in parts of Ontario, and I bring all my Andara, and we have sound healing, and everyone's head is the middle with the sound, and I have an Andara grid, and everyone gets activated. It's a beautiful experience. Very heart opening. It's really great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Really
I'll bet that sounds like a fantastic experience to be a part of.
Especially in the
don't you have something coming up too?
I do. I have a Lionsgate group healing coming with the Andara activations and Sechem. We're going to go from 7 p.m. I'm about to post it in my link tree. Okay. From 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. I want to do August 7th to help clear the stuckness that's coming in on it. So many people that are unaware and some who don't have the tools or forgot about our tools because these retrogrades are like, oh yeah, I know that. I know how to work with that. Let me revisit. So I want to, Sechem is really great for clearing. Like if you want to be sober, you get a Sechem session. You don't need 3 Reiki sessions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I really want to make sure we're clear on what we're bringing in for this Lionsgate. And so the 7th works better for me. Plus, all my friends are having events on the 8th at 8 p.m.
So get your wristband. You can go to Shashu, get cleared first, and then let me light you up.
Yeah. Cleared and ready to go for Josie on the 8th.
Yeah, Josie and I are doing an event the same time at exactly the same moment.
Right? I have a friend.
And a lot of people will be.
In South Africa who's doing it at 8, and he works with ancestral energy, Lita Boy. And I'm like, well, okay,
I'll be back.
I'm making mine for the 7th.
Right on.
And according to
right on. Yeah, you know,
it's a better time for what I'm offering, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And you got all that stuff happening right there too. Like, I mean, that's actually the day when the sun really is earth facing. I'm sure you heard me talk about that shock wave, that ripple that's moving through the sun.
Wow.
It's such a big sunspot. It's changing the frequency of the sun itself.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, look at dropping a pebble in a pond or a shock wave. You watch as it ripples away. It's affecting us.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't care who anybody says, you know, like, go on.
Yeah, the solar stream is enough by itself without a CME. You know, that solar stream is a big deal. And I'm starting to get real familiar with when there's protons in the atmosphere. I'm starting to really feel that. The plasma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
then
feel
you could also look at this
as it's happening.
I'm sorry.
No, don't look like it. For me, you guys are sped up and I'm slow.
I just wanted to mention for those listening in, there's something else that you can look up to just help yourself to kind of see it, is the ionosphere has been kicked off. You can see it's called ionospheric displacement is the words that they use, but it means all this vomit of energy came off the sun and blew the skin off of our atmosphere for a minute. Is basically what's going on. So everything you're feeling, everything you would have potentially felt before is amplified. What is Lionsgate? The Syrian sun lines up with our sun and amplifies what our sun is giving us. So that's already happening. The Mercury crap that's going on with the sun and all of this shared partnership that's happening, we're getting blasted right now. And so, you know, it's all good. It's no one needs to be scared about it, but just know that you're not alone, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for saying that. Because
we're all in summer camps.
Yeah. I just remember when I first woke up to the sun is going to give off gamma rays, and the Schumann only spiked for Lionsgate once a year back when I was becoming aware. And we'd be like, you know, we all were talking back when that Lionsgate, did you feel the energy? It was at 5. And now it's like, big blankets of white, you know.
Yes.
No wonder I have a headache, right? It's like Niagara Falls of light going into our crown chakra. No wonder I can't sleep, you know.
I'm going to have to leave you ladies.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Josie's got to go to work.
I'm going to pop off, but y'all continue. Love to you all. Thank you so much. Remember to hit up Shashu for her event on the 7th, and then come on over to me on the 8th.
Right.
But have a beautiful day, loves. And I'm going to, I don't even know how to do this. Okay, I see it.
I'll end you, but I want to say bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am.
And thank you so much for coming. And the way to access your event is through Patreon. I just want to be clear for those that want to join.
Everything's through Patreon.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm going to make you go away, and then you can just leave. Love you.
Okay.
There. All right. I actually wrap this up soon too, but I wanted to just clarify for those in the audience that maybe don't know real quickly. This link that I have up on the comments below my face right now, that's the link to your link tree. So is this a place that they can schedule appointments as well as make purchases?
They can. They can see in there, and I think whatever newest thing I posted, newest thing I created, I put it there in the link tree, so it's easier for people to find instead of click link in the bio and click link in the bio. And the site is where shashuniverse.ca is where you can book with me for distance Reiki.
Okay. Do you feel like mentioning like basic rates, or you want to wait until someone gets to?
You know what? I'm pretty sure it ranges depending on the minute. So I think 30 minutes is 55 Canadian. We're dealing with Canadian. So, 50 US is 65 Canadian. So everyone's getting a deal from the States. And we're looking at about 122 or 155 Canadian for a full hour. And then with Sekhem and Andara, the whole bang, 212 for Canadian for that. It's usually so we can go through everything and integrate and balance. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that something that I find a lot of us in the beginning stages of especially right now with all this crazy energy that's happening, it's really useful to find to access someone outside of us. And it's just so cool to see that you have the synchronicity written right into your amount. So that's kind of fun, but I really love your energy, and I would love to have you back on, but I do have to wrap this up, unfortunately. Would you come back on the show sometime?
Yeah, no problem. I'm available. I love it. Awesome. I love it here. Like I said, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah. And this is, I don't know if you guys know this, but I didn't actually meet her until I brought her on the camera. I saw her in the waiting room.
Yeah.
And I just want to say it's been so nice to meet you, and I really look forward to with you again.
You too. Thanks so much. It's been great.
Thank you. And I just got to do a little commercial real quick. Today, yes, we are having a group Zoom meeting, and that is free. That starts in just a little under 2 hours from now. We usually go about 2 hours long, and it's just a community of all of us. No one has to have their camera on if they don't want to, and you're welcome to join us. I have the link for that in the community section of my YouTube channel, as well as in the Telegram group. And we will look forward to seeing you all there. And if I don't see you there, then I will see you at our next show. So we're having a group show coming up on this Friday. That's going to be a bunch of individuals talking about a lot of just cool things. We have a lot in mind. So if any of you out there want to join this group conversation, please notify me in advance. It will be on Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. So if anybody wants to join, please let me know ahead of time. So thanks again. Thank you for letting me do the commercial. I was but I just let you know what's going on. So hold in tight, everybody. You got this. You're not alone. And breathe.
Yeah.
Play. Dance. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's important. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. And